taking a bottle out, are you, man? Don't freak out on me. You're thinking too much, man. Do you want to get paid, John? It's all about getting paid. John, are you listening to a thing I'm saying? Buzzing off this already.
Mate, so much.
Come on, ready for this, boys?
Already, mate, already.
Keep up, man. Oh, excuse me, mate, you got the time?
Coming up too hot for it.
Oh, nice watch. Rolex, is it?
Yeah. You say one word and I will cut you, yeah? If you shout, I'll be back to punish you.
Nice shades. Moustache.
Nice doing business with you.
Desecrations, I don't need to breathe. Take control the scene. Your desecrations, I don't need to breathe. Just because you think you control the scene. Your desecrations, I don't need to
I can still remember clearly the first time I tasted John's Ambleton Delight. For this special dessert, the pastry is apparently the secret. It's called fruitage, or what you might call puff pastry. John explained that it's not like an American pie where you chuck everything together in one bowl. This is so much harder to make, folding the butter into the pastry several times so it forms layers of pastry and butter. might wonder how a young guy like me, who is not particularly good at or even interested in cooking, remembers all of this. Well, it's thanks to John. John was not just a restaurant chef and a good boss, but also a friend, an inspiration.
Ah, the late Mr. and Mrs. Freeman. Better late than never.
We had Barbara in just before closing, and you know how she can talk.
These are the people of Ambleton, a small village in the Sussex Downs where everyone knows everyone else on a first-name basis. Well, at least they like to think they do.
Hello, Mary. Henry.
Hello, Kate. How are you?
Oh, you know, busy as ever.
How's Tommy?
Tommy had another asthma attack today.
Oh no, poor little thing. Is he all right now?
Yeah, he's fine. It was minor, Mary.
Oh, that's a relief. Children are a lot of hard work. Our Joanne was always coming down with something. And of course, when you've got children, it's always the women that have to do the work.
I know. Our John's always in the kitchen.
Oh, well, that's a different problem. Wish I had that one. That's something for you to remember when you've got children, Claire. Don't expect the men to be any help.
Thank you, Kate. We'll have the usual.
All right, that's 2 steaks, both well done.
Yes. None of that modern undercooked stuff John keeps trying to give us. Don't fancy the idea of my food mooing on the plate.
Stop it.
You want some water, dear?
On first glance, people may call this kind of town quaint.
His name was Arthur.
Arthur?
Yeah.
Russian.
I took him
That
along.
might be
and the
considered
general said-
condescending, but when you see the same people every day talking about the same things, I could think of a few less polite words. My name is Chris Phillips. I'm 19 and work as the restaurant pianist. I only play on weekends or when it's busy. It doesn't make much money. I've been trying to get a decent job for too long now, but then sometimes I wonder whether I really want to work and settle in this village. This is Janine, my girlfriend, but I'm not in love with her. We've been together since we were 14 and there's no specific reason to break up. A default relationship, we could call it, I suppose. And my grandmother really likes her. So I think I'll end up walking down the aisle of the village church with her one day.
Chris, if you'd like to take a break, now's as good a time as any. Okay?
Sure, thanks.
Oh, it's ready. About 2 minutes, I'll be.
Of all the people in this village, there's one person who's different, but in every positive meaning of the word.
How long for the apples, Oi? Give me 2 more minutes. All right. There's apples to die again this week.
I know, the supply's getting worse.
This is John Miller. He's the only forward thinker I know around here. Being an outsider helps, I think. He worked as a kitchen hand for Kate's uncle when he first arrived. She was a waitress, and they got married. When her uncle passed away, they took over the place, and he's been slowly improving the restaurant ever since. The village even made him a councillor, but I don't think he likes it. He keeps saying that his place is in the kitchen.
Another bottle of Cabernet Sauvignon for the table, please.
Certainly.
Well done. You should keep it up.
Yes, our Chris. He's very talented. He's also a bit of a filmmaker, I understand.
Films too. A man of many talents. By the way, my compliments to the chef on the Ambleton duck. I frequent many well-known London restaurants, and in my experience the dish is grossly overcooked. But this was gratifyingly done to perfection.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. You sound like a bit of a connoisseur.
I don't consider myself such, but I do appreciate fine sauces, and I could see that was the chef's forte.
Don't get him started on the subject of sauces. All his sauces and dressings are homemade. Well, that is unless the customers request otherwise.
Otherwise? You mean you have other options?
Some of our regulars prefer, ketchup, brown sauce, that sort of thing.
Somehow you don't surprise me.
Oh, don't forget for the Freemans. Well, that's what they want, I suppose. Can't argue with the regulars.
So, you said you're from London. Are you here on holiday?
Not particularly, just passing through. I had a meeting with your mayor today, and I'm returning to London tonight, unfortunately. But allow me to say that you have a remarkable town here. Quiet, but relatively untouched. I spend most of my time in government offices, and I can tell you a place like this town is a breath of fresh air.
Oh, thank you.
Well, I must be going and get some dessert. And after such an interesting conversation, I'd appreciate a recommendation.
Chef's speciality is Ambleton Delight.
Ambleton Delight. Intriguing. Tell me more.
Well, it's a kind of French-style apple pie with a layer of almond cream, then caramelised apple, and then sliced apple, which is baked on the top. And that's all served with our homemade vanilla ice cream. All the ingredients are from Ambleton. It's locally produced and in season.
Sounds very appetising. I'll try some, thank you.
You won't regret it.
I'm not sure the waistline will agree.
One Ambleton Delight, 2 trifles.
A delight?
Yeah, some visitors.
Visitors? Of course.
Here we go.
Thank you. That's lovely. See what I told you about the delights of the countryside?
John, what's happening? What's that, bit Charlie? Where'd you get that?
Off the Chinese geezer who lives in Wellborn.
What, Terry?
Terry? Is that his name? He don't look like no Terry to me. Sounds a bit sus.
Yeah, the one with the greens. Don't know where I get it all from.
China, maybe? What am I, the flipping Encyclopedia Britannica, the font of all knowledge? Maybe smuggle it on the Orient Express, maybe he's a triad. Who knows? Who cares? Anyway, when let's get a bit puffier, you give me this. Freebie, mate. Taster. We're going to be buzzing tonight, my friends. Get ready to elevate your mind. What's the matter with you? Come on, man, we do everything together. Sit back down. You need to relax a little, man. You're scared of everything. Come on, a Code's, yeah? You're like my little brother.
Oh, don't worry, John, I'll get that. Are you alright?
Yeah. Fine.
Oh, by the way, there was some guy in early with the mayor. He said he really enjoyed the food. Especially your Ambleton Delight. I don't know if Kate mentioned.
No. But see, it takes a visitor to appreciate fine food.
I suppose.
Right, heading off now.
Yeah, cheers, Chris. See you next week. Oh yeah, I forgot. I burnt it so I couldn't serve it. Do you want it?
Of course. Looks fine to me.
It's alright for some, isn't it? I thought you didn't like it. It's a bit too fiddly. Like that new menu of yours. Call yourself a chef?
Well, I prefer yours, John.
Thanks, Chris. See? Someone local who appreciates fine food. Anyone can make an apple pie, but my delight, that's a different story. Oh. Sounding good out there, Chris. Been practicing, haven't you? There you go.
Cheers.
Take care, yeah?
Yes, good night.
Right, see ya. You can go too, Ollie. I'll finish off. All right. Cheers. See ya. What are you doing here? A little late for you to be up, isn't it? That's it. There you go. Okay. Just a bit of pressure there.
Originally established in 1406, the small village of Ambleton grew from a collection of farms and workers' houses from the nearby clay pits. Through the centuries, it has developed into a modern town, but with traditions from the past that are proudly remembered each year, such as the annual Apple Festival. Yes, this is your town. This is Ambleton, where history and destiny converge.
This is the Ambleton that I have the privilege and responsibility of representing, not only in the capacity of the mayoralty, but also as chair of this group of highly esteemed representatives of our local community that we have gathered here today. Now, my fellow councillors and business leaders, as you well know, the powers that be have approached our town with a proposal that, if approved, would undoubtedly have serious ramifications on the social and economic stability of our community. Colin, would you be so good as to give us an overview of their proposal?
Yes. Essentially, they propose a dual carriageway that will divert traffic inland from the main coastal routes and up along the valley roads, ultimately right through the middle of our community.
Of course, from the perspective of their high-rise London offices, they see this as having untold commercial possibilities and advantages. But do not be so easily deceived. Such a proposal will introduce detrimental forces that will weaken the very fabric of all that our little town stands for. I don't think we need to waste any more time on this matter, as we all know what the logical answer is. So, I propose an immediate and unanimous rejection of their proposal, and in no uncertain terms. All those in favour of rejection, please raise your hands. As I fully expected, it's unanimous. Now, I shall submit a formal...
I'm sorry to interrupt, Mr. Mayor.
Yes, what is it?
It wasn't quite unanimous.
I beg your pardon?
Mr. John Miller did not raise his hand.
Is this true, Colin?
It is correct.
And John, shall we have an explanation of your rejection of what is clearly a majority vote, not only in this council, but in this community?
All due respect, this hasn't been put to a local referendum, so we can't assume that the community would support such a flat-out rejection.
And even if it was so, we can at least be assured of your support, John?
I'm sorry, I can't support such a proposal. A new motorway would quite clearly bring money into the area. In my personal opinion, it can only be a good thing for our community, especially for local business.
He may have a point.
Councillor Miller, I have not opened this to debate, and a free discussion of the pros and cons was not added to the agenda. So I insist on leaving this matter where it is for the time being, until we can reconvene at a later date. Now, moving on, we need to discuss whether it's in the best interest of the community to move the town fair back by 1 week so that we can accommodate the new school term. I don't know what anybody feels on this. I think you'll find it on point 3 of the agenda. What do you make of it, Colin?
You mean John Miller?
Yeah, our little John Miller incident. You know, just between the two of us, I don't see any good coming from it. We'll have to tread carefully. He's not only a danger to himself, but to the whole community.
You really think it's that serious?
Oh, absolutely. I don't know how much you know of John's background, but let's just say that when he first arrived in town, the local constabulary were asked to keep a wary eye on him. Now, to all intents and purposes, he's made a break with his past, but demons have a nasty habit of coming back.
Demons, Michael?
Yeah. We shouldn't underestimate what we might be dealing with here. Let him have his bit of fun, but we can't allow it to go any further than that. Otherwise, before we know where we are, we'll have gangs of youths staggering up and down the high street.
Sure, I understand.
But let's just keep it to ourselves. Don't want to raise a panic.
How's Tommy then, love?
Oh, he's so much better, thanks. Dr. Ferguson's medicine really seems to be working now.
Oh, lovely. Plenty of fresh air, that's what he needs. I'm sure he'll come right. Talking of which, is John all right after what happened yesterday?
Yesterday? What happened yesterday? What do you mean?
Well, I don't know the details, but Henry told me that John caused a lot of trouble at the council meeting.
Trouble?
There's talk of a new road or something, and John was the only one against it.
Is that true?
So I heard. He didn't tell you?
No, he didn't.
Oh.
We'll see you at the restaurant tonight as usual, Mary, yes?
Take care, love.
Thank you, Mary.
John? John?
Hi, Kate. Did you remember the paper?
This is about some new road Mary's been telling me about. Why don't you tell me about it?
What, you mean the motorway?
Whatever it is. She tells me you've taken a stand against it.
Is that what she said? What, and you believe her? Actually, I'm for it. It's everyone else who, for some ridiculous reason, is against it.
Well, either way, I'm not surprised. You've been waiting to make a stand against what you call the backward thinkers in this town.
Kate, trust me on this. It's not a big deal, honestly. I'm just standing up for what's right. More importantly, what's right for us and our business.
Sounds more like what's right for you. You don't know who you're dealing with, do you?
I can assure you, I've dealt with far worse than our Mr. Mayor here and his clerk. And I'm sure there's plenty of others that will support my view on this motorway. It's going to be great for this town, if they'd only just give it a chance. Come on, Kate. Relax. Mary's just overreacting.
John, whatever you've been through in the past, I don't know. But I grew up here, and I know it's not good to make enemies of men like that. Just do me one favour, will you?
Sure, anything.
Be careful.
Of course.
There you go.
Thanks. So I grabbed him round the neck. He was a big, tall German fella, about 6'4", 6'5", and his name was
Arthur?
Arthur. I do believe you're right. Anyway, he said to me, "What are you looking at?" And I said, "I don't know. I can't see the label."
Can I have 3 coffees, please?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. I really like your piano.
Cheers.
So is that what you do, playing the piano?
No, just a side of it. Not what I really want to do.
What do you want to do?
Well, I suppose you'd call me a filmmaker. I do bits here and there. Write some music for it.
Filmmaker, that's cool. So what was your last film? Can I see it on YouTube or something?
Well, the last thing I filmed was my cousin's sports day. Edited it and gave it to him. At least I made him happy.
Well, that's sweet. Anything else?
Well, when I went to the Isle of Wight with my nan, made that into a film. Alright, I know it doesn't sound that great. I'm writing a screenplay right now. One day I'll make that into a real film.
I'm Sophia. My uncle has this film school in Brighton. I think you should come down. You would really like it. You can give me a call if you're interested.
You can get me in?
No, but I can introduce you.
Brighton. Right. I'll keep it in mind, thanks. I'm Chris, by the way.
Nice to meet you. Maybe I'll see you around.
Chris. Chris. Come here. Chris, come on. Chris, I couldn't help but overhearing that conversation you were having with that nice Latin girl just now. Let me give you a word of warning. Be careful.
What do you mean?
I didn't mean the girl as such, but I do think we should stick to our own kind. Yeah, I knew this Spanish soldier once who, that's another story. But I do think these ideas of yours about changing direction is a good one. It's a sound idea. But as I said to my son, what you've got to learn to appreciate is that what you have right here, right now. I mean, look at my son now. Look at Colin. I mean, yeah. Well, he wanted to learn music, but he made the right decision. I mean, he opened up his own accountancy business in town. That was good. And then he's now the town clerk to the mayor. To the mayor. Yes. What do you think about that, eh? Yeah. I mean, it doesn't mean you got to give up your piano playing or whatever. And we know that John, he doesn't run a very tight ship, does he? And you've really got to find a job, something here in town, so you don't have to leave your grandmother behind, on her own. You know what I mean? You can't do that. But hey, I've had an idea. I mean, now that Joanna, she's left the store, I mean, there must be a vacancy now at the Freemans. Well, why don't you give that a try? Hey, what about that? Give that a try. See what happens. What do you say?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, there you are. You see?
Thank you.
Problem solved.
Look at the state of these. Yes, locally grown and locally infested. The quality's just not good enough. We have to change supplies, especially the Tyndales.
And don't forget, local means cheaper. We've been through this before. We can't change. We can't afford it.
Kate, what's the point of trying to run a restaurant when your core ingredients like these apples just don't cut the mustard? This is ridiculous. I really want to get on with improving our menu, but not with the state of these.
Maybe that's a good thing then. Not keen on changing our menu anyway. You do realise how unpopular your new delight is. Many of our regulars still want the old version back.
I know. Might as well give them a frozen job from Henry's store. Can't tell the difference anyway. Supporting local supplies does not mean compromising on quality. We can't afford not to go elsewhere. It's like this motorway situation. Maybe they could get it into their heads.
No, John, that's the point. We can't afford it. Our business relies on local support. Don't start being the perfectionist with me. This might be your dream, but it's not mine.
I don't understand.
What the hell have you done now? Again? You've done it again, haven't you? You clumsy idiot! You turn up late every day, your work is sloppy, and your attitude is as disgusting as your onion soup! Look at me when I'm talking to you! Look, John, I'd help you if I could, okay? But you don't seem to want to help yourself. You're costing me time and money here, do you understand that? I'm gonna have to let you go.
You alright, John?
Yeah, sorry, hon.
Oh, look, let me help you with that.
No, don't worry. It's only a scratch.
I didn't know you had one of those. Can I have a look?
That was from years ago, when I was young and stupid.
No, it's not stupid, I like it. So what's this I hear about the motorway?
Oh, don't get me started on that. Let's just say I'm fighting a losing battle against the dinosaurs in this town.
Well, whatever it is, I'm sure you're doing the right thing, so don't give up.
You think so?
Absolutely. I'll go and get a dustpan and brush.
At least somebody understands.
Thus, we must do our best to look our best.
Nan, I'm home.
Hello, darling. You get me a cuppa too?
Sure.
How was your evening?
Oh yeah, it was good.
Ah.
Had some more foreign tourists in tonight. Actually know how to tip.
Don't talk to me about foreigners. If you ask me, there'll be English as a second language here soon, and I don't like it.
Nan, do you have any idea how bad that sounds?
Well, that's what I like about living in this town. You know everybody. You look out for your neighbours. Keep everybody safe. And keep an eye on the likes of you. Thank you. What's that you're drinking? Coffee, is it? You've always been a tea drinker. Since when did you start drinking coffee?
I've been drinking coffee for ages now.
Since you went to that restaurant. I don't know, drinking coffee, talking of foreigners. I won't recognise my little Chris.
Don't be silly. You worry too much.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I'm really glad you're working at that restaurant and you're doing a very good job there. Your grandfather will be proud of you playing. But, I don't know, that manager, John...
What about him?
Well, he doesn't pay you very much for a start, does he? And there's been some talk in the town today. They say he's a troublemaker.
I can't believe you still listen to all the gossip in this town. John's a great guy. He's a town councillor, don't forget.
Well, all right, but don't you get too close to him, you hear me? Oh, that reminds me. That Janine called. She said she couldn't get through to you on your mobile.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. I should call her now.
That's a nice girl, Janine. Don't be afraid to get close to her. Oh, what's this? Ah, Sophia? What's that?
Oh, it's just someone I met at the restaurant. It's no one important.
Oh, Sophia. It's a girl's name, isn't it? And there's a telephone number.
It's nothing like that.
Film school? What's all that about?
She just has some contacts in Brighton or somewhere, that's all.
Brighton? Dear, oh dear, you're not thinking of going there, are you?
No, Nan.
What could I do if you moved away? You should settle down somewhere close and get a proper job, then you'll feel better.
Well, that's easy to say. How many places have I applied to in the last week or two that have rejected me? I'm either overqualified or it goes some local girl.
Oh, don't be bitter. If you mean that job at the council for reception, they always use good-looking young women there. Sooner or later your chance will come.
Well, speaking of which, I hear Henry Freeman needs some new staff.
Well, there you are then. It may not be very exciting, but it's an opportunity.
Yeah. I'll probably give him a call in the morning.
That's very good. You can't spend all your life tickling the ivories. It doesn't make a living.
John, what are you doing? Stop messing about. John! John! What's the matter with you, man? What have you done, man? John, wake up! John! John! Oh.
Location, trust the navigation. There's nothing more with nothing left to touch to it. To good explanations, trusted without patience. There's blank space, there's nothing more to do with this.
John, stay with me.
Stop the answers and waste.
John, stay with me.
No control. And it keeps pretending it will take control.
Don't wake up. Wake up. You're making too much noise. You'll wake Tommy. Be on the sofa.
Sorry.
Thank you for coming in, sir. It's good to talk.
Thank you very much.
Give my regards to your father.
I will.
Take care.
Sam, how's it going?
Hi.
Chris, nice to see you. How are you today?
I'm very good.
Come on in. Well, thank you for coming in, Chris. Well, now, as regards our store staff, As you know, Joanne's been with us for a long time, but she's leaving us now. She's got a new job at the council on reception. Not that I expect you to have any experience in the job. After all, we are the only general store in the town. Do you have a CV? Thank you. Education. Well, you did do well at school. I knew you were a bright lad, but these are really some of the best grades I've ever seen. Well done. Oh, Mr. Ralph Jackson. Same as Joanne. Referee. John Miller. Right. Do you have any other referees? Any other employers?
I've not had much work experience yet. I did do some house painting for Frank Cartwright before he died.
Quite. Well, this'll have to do, Chris. I can't think of any reason why you wouldn't be suitable for the job. Heavy lifting's not an issue, is it?
No, I can lift things.
Good. Well then, all I can say is that I'll be in touch with you within the week. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
I'd like to know.
I don't think it's necessary to go over all the facts again, except to reiterate the obvious reasons why this motorway proposal is unacceptable. Colin?
Yes. A sudden influx of traffic into our town, streets that are not built for such vehicular traffic, not to mention the pollution and congestion it would cause, no doubt a rise in antisocial behaviour. Farmers and local residents having to give up some of their land, an increase in noise levels, and even talk of some fast food outlets and superstores invading our community, leading to loss of custom for local business. Those are the most relevant points, I believe.
Gentlemen, as valued and responsible leaders in our community, we must stop this atrocity. I'm sure these reasons alone are enough to ensure your support on our unanimous rejection. Again, I see no point in further discussion of what is clearly a redundant matter. All those in favour, please raise your hands. John, are you still unsure on this? I mean, while admittedly we don't require your assent, I would appreciate it all the same.
I only have one question. How many of you have actually read this? I say it's irresponsible for any of us to be making a decision about a proposal we've not even read.
John, don't let's get too political over this. I'm sure many of our good gentlemen here haven't had the time to read it as you yourself have. And I think our fine town clerk and I have made the salient points well enough. It's a simple enough decision.
You wouldn't mind then if I also related some points that have been overlooked, such as the fact that the motorway is only going to widen the pre-existing road, with almost no loss of land to any farmer or resident. Not to mention an increase in foot traffic in the town centre will be excellent.
John, I'm afraid I have to interrupt you there and ask you a question. Is it true that you've been advertising in newspapers and foreign language magazines and encouraging tour operators to stop by your restaurant?
I don't see how that's relevant.
I think it's most relevant. Just now you referred to the term foot traffic, and on this point, a notable increase in foreign visitors has already been seen in the town. Now, don't you think, as business leaders in this community, we should have been consulted before embarking on such a new marketing campaign that would duly affect the security of neighbouring premises? After all, this is the planning committee. And you have clearly not adhered to its most basic precepts. Colin, would you make a note of this matter and add it to the agenda for the next meeting? Now, swiftly moving on, there have been a large number of unpleasant deposits in the High Street. Now, there is a proposal for anti-fouling signs to be put up down the length of the High Street, and I think if you look on page 2 of the agenda, this was a proposal put forward by Mrs. Humphrey.
Henry, wait a minute.
Yes, John. Are you all right?
Yeah, kind of. What do you think just happened in there? Can you believe it?
Well, the proposal, you mean?
Yeah, you've got to admit it's not getting a fair hearing.
They do have a point, John.
Oh, come on, Henry. This motorway can only be good for guys like us. It's the opportunity of a lifetime. Our businesses thrive on foot traffic.
Well, yours might, John, but Mary and I are doing just fine. And no matter how strongly you feel, you're on your own on this one.
Chris, the postman's just been. I think there's a letter for you. Chris, where are you going?
John, Michael and Colin are here and they'd like a word.
So, what can I do for you, gentlemen?
Well, John, I think you probably know why we're both here, but before I go any further, can I just say that I sincerely believe that you're trying to do the right thing, and good for you.
That point you made about not having read the proposal, that certainly was valid, and we sincerely want to apologise for allowing such a clearly embarrassing situation to exist. It was not right. We really...
Yeah, well, I don't want to interrupt, but I've got a lot to prepare, and I really think you're wasting your time if you've come all this way to flatter me. And before you even think of saying anything else, I won't change my mind. I've thought this one through.
John, I really don't understand this sudden personal attack.
No, it's not personal. You're just not allowing the other side of the story to be known to the rest of the community. The possibilities and opportunities that will be lost if this carries on are too much for me to sit by and let it happen.
John, these meetings are open to the public, as you well know. But, all right, maybe we can agree to disagree on this matter. And you know what? That's fine. But John, honestly, I like you. And I don't want to see you make a hasty decision that will cost you dear. Look, all this talk of motorways and encouraging foreigners, and now I hear you've cancelled a contract with the Tyndale Orchard. This lack of loyalty, it's just not what this town's all about. I know you've only been here a short time, but what you have to realise is that Colin and I were brought up in this little town. We were elected to represent it. It's as much a part of us as we're a part of it.
Michael is right. This course, John, I can only see it going bad. You will lose community support. Ultimately, it will not be good for business.
And listen, I don't want to bring up the past, but you must remember that you weren't elected a councillor by the constituents of Ambleton. It's only through the lifelong loyalty of Kate's uncle and his unfortunate passing that allowed an opportunity for you to be co-opted into council. And in doing so, we had to overlook certain aspects of your past that, quite frankly, a lot of
You know what? We're not getting anywhere, are we? I don't think we're going to agree on this. You come in here with insults and threats. Enough's been said. I think it's time you gentlemen left. I've got a restaurant to run.
All right, John. Have it your own way.
All right? The usual, Chris?
Yeah, that'd be great.
I'm really glad you're here, Chris. The piano gives the room life, which it really needs tonight. Can't believe how quiet it is. Heard you applied for the job at the Freeman store. I hope you'll still have time to come in here and play.
Well, you don't need to worry about that. Sam got the job.
Sam? As in Sam Fuller of Tyndale Orchard? You're joking?
Wish I was.
Well, in that case, all I can say is you must be too good for the job. You should be happy you didn't get it. It's the usual for Chris, John.
All right.
Chris has just told me something that concerns me.
What is it?
Well, I noticed he was looking a bit down tonight. Apparently, he lost out on the job at the Freemans to Sam Fuller, of all people. You know Sam? The one that delivers our apples. Didn't say boo to a goose. I guess they don't need a bright guy like Chris.
I'm going to have to go and apologise to the poor lad. I think it's my fault.
John, wait. Apologise? What for? This isn't to do with the motorway business, is it?
Well, it's certainly not a coincidence, that's for sure. More like a conspiracy. Henry Freeman is clearly siding with the mayor on this, trying to make a point. He wouldn't even talk to me about it. I can assure you he's not the only one. Tonight's numbers are anything to go by.
You've got to stop this. This is crazy. Is that what the mayor and Colin were here talking to you about tonight? You're making some kind of stand on this, aren't you?
Well, thanks for your support, Kate. That's really great.
Seriously, John, you're having some kind of a midlife crisis.
You just don't get it, do you?
What, John? Other than that you're starting to lose it.
What I'm doing is best for everybody. What I'm supporting means increased business, better suppliers, and it means that the kids in this town, like Chris, have got a better future. Proper employment. Isn't that why we gave him a chance here in the first place?
Kids. Employment. You're living in some kind of a dream world. We're running a restaurant here.
boy.
How did old Bill know?
How the hell should I know?
It must be the chink. I always thought there was something dodgy about him.
Anyone up for a bit of Chinese tonight?
John, steak.
It's for Chris, he won't mind.
Yeah, but that velvet isn't that good, it needs looking at.
Yeah, I know. I'll have a look at it.
Thanks, John.
Sorry, I overcooked it a bit.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I'm used to it. My nan's always burning something.
I've got an apology to make. You know, the business with the Freemans. If I'm honest with you, you didn't get the job because of me.
Your fault?
Yeah. Nothing to do with you, or even Sam. Chris, there's a lot of stuff going on in this town that you wouldn't believe.
Like what?
Alright, take council meetings for example. Right, by law, they're supposed to be public. Anyone can attend. But there's no public announcements about when, or where, or even what they're discussing. Then they hold them during the day when few could attend, even if they did know about them. In the room itself, there are no extra seats provided. And on top of all that, when the meeting starts, they even lock the door.
I don't think anyone's even bothered to come to some boring council meeting. That's all it is.
Well, maybe, but if they did go, they'd be in for a surprise. Our Mayor Keane practically runs the show. To the extent when someone like me stands up for what I think is right, everyone supports him. Everyone supports him, and in doing so, starts boycotting me.
Look, John, honestly, this just sounds like you're getting paranoid.
Well, believe what you want. But either way, you don't want to end your life stacking shelves for the Freemans, do you?
Look, I haven't been able to get full-time work for quite a while now. I'm not about to start getting fussy. I'll pretty much take any job they throw my way.
Point taken. But you're still young. You've still got a chance to go for something you really want to do. Something you can be proud of. In my opinion, everyone's got a special talent for something, whether they know it or not. We should at least try and do what we're good at. In my case, I suppose it's cooking. I mean, I'm hopeless at maths. But I know what ratio of fat and flour works and what kind of pastry. I can't paint, but I'm constantly thinking of new dishes in my head all the time. Do you get my point?
Sort of.
If there's anything you can learn from me, don't leave it too late. I wasted a lot of my life fooling around doing things I shouldn't. Never believing that I could do something that I really wanted. I don't want to see the same thing happen to you.
Thanks, John. You're not the only person to say that to me lately. I'll keep it in mind.
Good. Well, I best get back to work.
Is Kate alright, John? She just snapped at me now over nothing. She's not been herself lately. Seemed even more angry and irritated than usual.
Yeah, sorry, I know. But you're working hard, Claire, so don't take it personally. If she's been a bit off with you, it's most likely my fault. Like everybody else in this town, Kate's a bit upset with me. You know, sometimes I feel everybody hates me. Everybody.
Not everybody.
Hello, Mary. We haven't seen you at the restaurant for a while lately. Is everything all right?
Just a bit busy, that's all. That's £7.35.
Mary, I know Chris applied for a job here. I was quite surprised he didn't get it. It's been ever so difficult for him to find work ever since he left school.
Well, that's Henry's concern, not mine.
But Sam's fuller.
Well, as your John has changed suppliers, I think that Sam needs a bit of extra work, don't you? And he is a hard worker.
He's changed suppliers?
Cancelled the Tyndale contract in favour of some outsider. That's £2.65 change. Next, please. Oh, hello, Barbara.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
And how's George's arthritis?
Oh, he's so much better. He had a scan and started some new treatments, and he's really improved so much. Wonderful.
I'm just going to go upstairs and see if Tommy's all right.
Looks like another quiet one tonight anyway. I'll go see how it's doing out there.
If I can take your order, please.
Yep, I will soup of the day, please. That's
Okay.
devastation.
There he is.
Watch.
What? Wait! What are you doing?
Shut it! You're taking payment.
For what?
For grassing us up.
It wasn't me!
Of course not.
Oh!
Come on, man.
John? John? We have 2 Ambleton ducks, table 3.
Oh, sorry. All right.
Hello, Chris. All right. Evening, darling. Hardly recognised the place. Thought I was in China for a minute. The place is full of strangers. I should watch that cash register if I was you.
2 coffee, please.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, Charlie. I know a fella, kamikaze pilot in the war. Looked just like you. He was about 5'4" or something like that, and his name was... I don't know what his name was. But you know what? The little devil, he tried to mug me. Do you know what he said? He said, "Give me all your money, or I'll kill myself."
I'm Chinese, not Japanese.
Mate, you all look the bloody same to me, Charlie. Hey, hey, do you get it? Kamikaze. Boom, kill myself. Oh well, some fell on stony ground. Anyway, darling, let's have my usual, okay?
I don't think that's a good idea.
Hey? What do you mean? Come on. It was only a little joke. Come on, just... let's have my usual drink, okay?
No, I'm serious. I think you've had enough already.
What? Hey, John, did you hear this? Your staff's getting all up in here, won't give me a bloody drink. I mean, what do you have to do to get decent staff these days, eh? Hey?
Don, you do look a little worse for wear. I think Claire might be right.
What? Is this all because of my little chinky joke? Is that all it was? Is that it, eh? Ah, come on. I got a mouth like a gorilla's armpit here. Just give me a drink and we'll forget all about it, all right? Just a little drink.
Get back to the tables. I'll take care of this.
Come on, John, I know you. You're partial to a joke or two here and there.
Sorry, Don, but I agree with Claire. I think you may have had a little bit too much tonight.
Yeah, my son said there was something up with you. What is it? You'd rather serve these chinks, huh? Than the people who've lived, the fellow townspeople who've lived and worked in this town all their life? And who you are supposed to represent, anyway?
No. I refuse to serve any customer that's been drinking too much and starts to insult other customers.
Customers? You call them customers? That rabble, these bloody gypsy trash, these people, these chinks, you call them customers? I don't know what's wrong with you. There's something wrong. You're joking. You've been drinking. Come on, let's have another drink. Hey, take your slimy hands off me.
It's time you left now. Come on.
All right, I'm leaving. I mean, we got Japs running amok in the streets. I wonder why the bloody hell we went to war.
Come on.
I really do.
On. Time to go.
You wait till my son hears about this. I mean, you defecting to the enemy. You wait. There'll be trouble about this. You mark my words, there'll be trouble.
Come on.
There's going to be a lot of trouble about this. It's not ended, I can tell you. This has not ended here.
I'm really sorry about that. Drank too much.
Oh, no problem, that's fine.
Thanks.
What's happened? What's going on?
Don't worry, it's all under control.
It was Don, wasn't it? You threw him out, didn't you?
It's nothing. Don't worry about it.
I can't believe you just threw him out like that. I can't believe what you've just done. He's a town clerk's father, for crying out loud. He's a regular customer. He's a local. Well, how many locals have we had in here lately?
And he was drunk.
He's always drinking and telling silly little jokes. That's what he does. You can't just throw him out like that.
Kate, he was drunk and insulting our customers.
Sorry. Just give us a minute.
No, stay. Claire, tell me, you think I was crazy to ask Don Wilkinson to leave?
I just thought that the jokes had gone a bit too far. I didn't mean to make a big deal out of it.
A big deal? What did you do, Claire?
I just thought he was too drunk to be served.
I can't believe this.
No, Kate, she did the right thing. Responsible drinking, you know the policy. We had to quieten him down. And asking him to leave was the only solution. I'm just glad there's still someone with some common sense working in this restaurant.
Common sense? She doesn't run the bloody restaurant with you, does she? She doesn't live with you. She isn't raising a child with you. She isn't affected by whatever loss the restaurant will suffer. She can do and say whatever she likes. Is that what you call common sense? You just don't get it, do you? The consequences of this are a lot more than you realise. And to top it all, I've just found out that you've been and changed suppliers without telling me.
Kate, shut it! You're starting to sound like everyone else in this bloody town!
It's the last time you'll ever talk to me like that.
Kate, tell me. Are you with me or with them?
Come on, Tommy.
Fellow councillors, I would like to start today's meeting by reminding everyone here that our roles in council are not positions that are arrived at merely by default. As if by merely owning a substantial business in our community means that we have earned a right to a place at this table. There are certain responsibilities which go along with this privilege. And it is on this note that it's been drawn to my attention that last week, a respected member of our community, a retired councillor, and not to mention father of our fine town clerk here, was ejected from a business and accused of inappropriate behaviour in order to shame and embarrass him. Now, John, this most unfortunate incident seems to highlight a certain degree of disloyalty to the ethics to which this council holds dear. Not to mention that you are apparently reaping the reward of what you have sown in regard to your new marketing campaign, which we had previously suggested to you as being ill-advised. I'm afraid to say that all this calls into question your standing as a respected member of council.
I don't think there's any point in me being here, is there? So save yourself any further speeches, Michael. I'll give you what you want. You can accept my immediate resignation. As for the rest of you, I hope you feel ashamed of yourselves.
Mark that in the record, would you, Colin? Now, next on the agenda is Mrs. Hollow's application to extend her fence line. In fact, she did speak to me the other day on this matter, and I think she has a fair point.
You might as well go home, Claire. Honestly, I don't see there being any more customers in tonight.
I think I'll stay a bit longer. You never know.
It's Friday and there's no one in. Honestly, I think their scheme's working, Claire. Before you know it, they'll be camping outside with pitchforks.
Come on, John. It's raining. People are staying at home. The tour buses have probably been delayed. They'll come again.
Think so?
Why did you cut your hair?
Don't like it?
No, it suits you actually.
Just trying to do the right thing for everybody and I end up turning the town against me. What have I done to deserve it, Claire?
You haven't given in. That's what you've done. And we'll see. People will come back. I don't think they can go long without your food. That's what I really like about you, John. You stand up for what you believe in. And there are a few men like that around today.
You really think so?
Yeah, I do. So don't give in, alright?
Kate? Kate? Where are you going? Kate?
Kate, please.
Don't bother, I've had enough. I'm leaving.
Don't understand. It was...
Don't.
And where are you going?
I'm going home.
What, you as well?
Look, John, I didn't mean to cause anything between you and Kate. I'm sorry.
That's right. Join the rest of them.
Well, thanks for telling me.
Mr. Lamberto, I really do think you're taking this whole
bye.
thing a little bit too far. What we need to do is sit down and discuss it calmly like
Chris?
a little social intercourse between people. Come on.
Chris! We need to have a word.
English to say that is cake.
About what?
About working in the restaurant. Look, I know I told you to be careful, but now I think you ought to stop.
What for?
Well, I just had Barbara down the road on the phone. And she says that Kate has left John.
You're kidding me.
Apparently they're having an affair. He and one of the waitresses, Claire, is it? Kate saw them in the kitchen, all over each other.
Claire?
I think there's going to be a divorce. With a young child, that's not good. Now, I know that you like working there. I know you like playing in the restaurant, but, well, it's not a good environment for you, and I think you know that.
It doesn't sound like the John I've come to know.
Well, I'm sorry to be the one to have to break it to you, but people in the community have known something was going on for a long time. Barbara said that she'd heard that John was up to who knows what before you moved here. You don't want to end up like that, do you? Now, look, however you're feeling, there'll be other jobs. There'll be better jobs quite soon. Make a clean break.
All right. I'll do it.
Good boy.
You sure this is the right decision, Chris? Is this what you really want?
I don't think I have much of a choice.
Yes, you do. Everyone does. Look, Chris, before you go, I think you should know the truth.
You mean you and Claire? Don't worry. My nan's told me everything already.
Told you what?
You've left Kate for her.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and you believe her? Because I can assure you, like most of the gossip around here, it's not true. And admittedly, Kate's gone away for a while, but that's all. Can't you see how evil this town can be sometimes? Look, I don't want to bore you with all the details, Chris, but you have to know, there's this plan. A really good idea to build a motorway. A road that will cross within miles of this town. To me, I can only see good coming from it. More business, more opportunities, more employment. But incredibly, it seems I'm alone in this. Well, at least that's what our mayor and his cronies would have us believe. They don't want the proposal to see the light of day for fear that it might get some support. I had the gall to stand up for it, to question it, to even support the idea. In doing so, they turned the whole community and my own wife against me. Do you know what they made me do? Do you know what they did? They forced me to resign from the council. And now they're trying to bring down my business. Do you see what I mean?
John, slow down. You're taking this all too personally. I don't think the community's been turned against you. You're sounding so paranoid.
Oh, that's sweet. Coming from someone that's just handed me a letter of resignation.
Look, I'm not going to sit here and argue with you, John. By the sounds of things, the mayor's just looking out for the village, trying to protect it. He's only human. He's allowed to make mistakes. Even if he is wrong, is it worth causing all this hurt? All this pain? To the people who do mean something to you? I really have to go.
Look, Chris, before you go, there's just one more thing I want to say. You don't belong here. Get out, do something you really want to do. And don't settle for anything less. Oh, one other thing. whole one for you. You can keep the tin. Maybe learn how to make it yourself one day.
Thanks.
Late Mr. and Mrs. Freeman. Better late than never.
What was that last melody you were playing? Couldn't quite place it.
Just something I wrote as a composition.
What do you mean leaving? We're meant to be brothers, you and me.
You think we kill a ching, don't you?
What if we did? What are you gonna do? I saved your life, man. This is what I get. Wait.
Bruv, it's out of love. You're not getting served good and proper.
That's 2 steaks, both well done.
Yes. Fancy the idea of my food mooing on the plate.
See what I told you about the delights of the countryside?
Seriously, John, you're having some kind of midlife crisis.
And so we come to the Next part of the agenda, we have to submit a final decision on the motorway proposal. So, those who support my rejection, please raise your hands.
Is it worth causing all this hurt? All this pain? To the people who do mean something to you?
Anyone against? Pleased to say it's unanimous. Thank you, gentlemen. I'll be happy to make your views known to government. Well, it's about time, because I thought they were never going to turn up, to be honest.
Excuse me, Mr. Mayor.
Chris, isn't it? The pianist? Listen, I'm terribly sorry about the restaurant. It's a dreadful business.
I was just wondering if I could have a word.
Yes, what is it?
Well, I heard there was a proposal for a motorway. Is that true?
It's possible. But rest assured that I will do everything in my power to ensure that whatever proposal comes our way, it'll only ever be in the best interest of Ambleton and its people. That includes you, Chris.
But to me it sounds like a great idea. I mean, it can only be good for business and improve the employment situation.
Now stop right there, young man. I don't have time to stand here debating this with you. But just let me say this. You're beginning to sound a little like that John Miller. And trust me, that's not a good thing.
Little did Mayor Keane know that comparing me to John Miller was one of the best things he could ever have said. It confirmed to me that actually John had a point, but that we were quick to do all we could to squash it, to try to conform it to our own way of thinking. I saw it in myself. I was determined to change. There are times when you realise that you have to make a decision that's going to affect the rest of your life. It was now that I realised I've been avoiding making that decision for long enough.
Hi, Sophia. Yeah, it's Chris. The restaurant pianist? Yeah, that's right. You were saying about film school? Yeah, sure, that's not a problem. Okay. Right. No, that's great. I'll see you soon then. Yeah? Alright. Okay.
There are times when I think back to all the things I could have said or done, or shouldn't have said or done to prevent what happened. I know I have to live with it, but what I can do is remember him. One day, I'll make John proud, and maybe make one day today.